Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorials for Beginners, and in this fourth video we're going to continue making this avoiding game. So in the previous video we made the angry bird actually move down. Now let's make it more exciting. Click on frame 1. You can see there's a little letter A there. It means there's some code in there. And when I press F9 or window actions, you can see that's F9. I'm going to make this code more exciting. Here's the big shift in thinking from ActionScript 2 to 3. You'll see a lot of this thing called add event listener. And the idea is that you have a bracket here, you type in event dot, and the code is enter frame. And this is where we can actually type in your own custom function. I'm going to just call it AAA. And then you have a beginning curly brace. That's you on the keyboard pressing Shift square bracket, as well as end curly brace. This represents the beginning and end of a code block. Now this is going to be actually part of my function. I apologize for the confusion. Function AAA, and we're going to just type in E, and I'm going to call this event. Okay, you can see that this Flash program automatically added some a line of code at the top. Let's not get too much bogged down in the details for now. So don't forget your semicolon at the end of this line, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually understand the fact that Flash, in the event that we enter the frame, and we know that the Flash enters the frame many times per second, 24 times per second, 30 times per second, 12 times per second, whatever you set it at, it's going to constantly call your function called AAA. So this code, whatever is within these two curly braces, is going to be called over and over again, very rapidly. So let's try something fun. I'm going to say bird.y equals bird.y plus 1. So what this means is the Y position of the bird is going to continue to increase by 1. I'm going to press Control Enter and run it. And you can see the angry bird, this movie position is increasing by 1, and then the lovely thing is that the movie self-contained animation is just taking care of all by itself. Close it. And so what's happening is the program is actually listening for every single time we enter the frame. So this code is being called very often. I could have called this BBB if I wanted to, or I could have called it on enter frame, and it still works. So let me just show you a different way of writing this. You could write it as bird.y plus 1. You could also say bird.y plus equals 1, which is the same code, is a shorter way of writing it, does the same thing. Or we could have even done something like this. We could have said bird.y plus plus, and it does the exact same thing. There's equivalent ways of doing the same thing. So bird.y equals bird.y plus 5. Let's see what happens now. Control Enter. It's jumping. That's what's happening, and therefore it's moving more quickly. So we have this code, and I want to just leave it at plus 5 for now, just to keep things moving. And I want to make it such that if this movie hits the bottom of the screen, I want it to appear back at the top. So what I'll do now is put an if statement. If, and you need brackets here, bird.y is greater than, and remember the size of your screen, 640. And then you need an end bracket there, curly bracket, and there's a beginning curly brace and there's an end curly brace. Don't use regular brackets, it won't work. I'm going to say bird.y equals 0. Now there's something wrong with this. Let me press Control Enter. This is pretty good. Here's my iPhone screen resolution. When it hits the bottom, it appears right over here. Now I want the bird to appear like it's not just disappearing or reappearing. I want it to appear a little bit above so I can see it coming in. Press the square, press the X button there, and so I'm going to actually change it to -50. So now when you run it, you can see that the bird is moving down here, and you can see it actually floating back in. This is great. I can actually make birds appear as if they're falling. And to finish off this tutorial, let's make it a bit more fun. Let me just press F9 to get rid of this actions panel. If I click on the stage using my selection tool, you can see that the FPS is 24. So I'm going to just change it to 60 frames per second. I wish that I could run at this performance, but of course this would depend on your phone, and it depends on how quickly the performance is working, as the Flash works hard to export to work in a quick manner. And there has been a lot of improvements as the packager has improved in the latest version of Air. Yeah, let's hope that we can run at 60 frames per second on the actual mobile device. Press Control Enter. You can see that the code is being run more quickly. It looks pretty smooth. And now that we're running at 60 frames per second, if I go into the code, perhaps I don't have to add +5. I'll just go +2. Bird equals bird.y +2, or I can even say bird equals bird plus equals 2. If I Control Enter it, you can see that it's pretty smooth and it looks good, and the bird is coming down. And to finish off this tutorial, by the way, let me just put it back in case you're getting confused by this. Bird.y +2. What's happening here is we're assigning the value, the previous value, the y value of bird, +2. So some addition is going to happen here. This new value is going to be actually put into the current bird y position. So the equal sign actually takes this value and puts it into the left side. So to finish this off, I'm just going to press F9. Gonna actually go to the library. Gonna click on Window, Library, or Control L, and I'm gonna drag this this bird's movie clip. You can see it's blue and there's some cogs there. It looks like a movie clip. And the nice thing about the library is you can actually drag things in. And I have multiple birds here. I should probably zoom out. Control minus zooms out. And this is a nice iPhone screen. I'm gonna drag in 3 birds. So you can see how now I have 3 birds. If I go to properties, I should probably name these. The first bird, I'll call it the instance name bird1. The second bird, I'll call it bird2. And the third bird, I'm going to call it bird3. So there's 3 birds. So now when I go into the code, click on the frame 1, press F9. We can actually, we'd have to rename these, otherwise it wouldn't work. You wouldn't understand what it is. I'm gonna just copy this line of code, press Enter, paste it, and then paste it. And I'm gonna change this to bird2. I want to increase the bird2 position, as well as I want to change the bird3 position. And I'm gonna make bird2 a little bit faster, and then get bird3 even faster. So here we'd have to take care of 3 conditions. So here's the bird1 code. I'm going to copy this. This may not be the most efficient way, but I don't want to introduce too many new concepts. I'm going to paste this 3 times, or 2 times. And what we have now is we just need to do the same code for all 3 birds. And I'm going to Control Enter to save it, to run it. Let me just get this out of the way. And you can see that there's 3 birds falling and reappearing, and some birds are going faster than others. We're getting better at this. Congratulations. If you like these videos, please subscribe, or please like this video. Thank you so much.